What's going down, everybody? We're back again with episode 57 of the Crease Podcast. I'm half of the Crease Podcast. I'm Trey Treasy. I'm here with my boy. What's going down, Casita?
What's going on, Trey? Not much, man. Just chilling, coming off of a great weekend.
Right, right. So this is a really good weekend. I'll start out by just saying, like, I had my core motes drop. Everybody knows we've been pushing core motes. Really appreciate everybody coming out this weekend, supporting the brand and everything. But glad to have you here on the Crease Podcast. So let's get to the kicks this week. This past weekend was actually like one of the more popular weekends of the year, I want to say, as far as just like people being hype onto one big shoe. So as we all know, the Paro Dunk Lows came out this past weekend. First of the Olympic pack that we've been looking at. We've been dropped on you a few episodes back. But there's a couple different things that came out this weekend. So let's jump right into the L meter. My guy, what's up this week?
Oh man, there's so much to lose. I feel like I lost on everything. So I didn't lose much because I never gained anything. I lost out on the Sakai's, lost out on the Travises, lost out on the Para Dunks, Yeezy Day. I'm at work. It's a Monday whenever they do this, so I'm not understanding how they expect people to do it on a Monday.
Pretty weak.
Yeah, man, it was a tough weekend.
Yeah, overall it was I'm not going to complain too much. I will say I came up on a pair of the iron gray blazer lows for myself for the Sakai collab. I was looking forward to those, as y'all know, because he gave me help because I was talking up the British khakis, but I'm not. As we both said, I also said I'm not mad at the iron grays, and I'm happy they're in my collection. So I plan to rock them. I am, it's sad that I did miss the Park collab, but again, I also came up on another couple pairs. I came up on a shoe we didn't talk about. It was a women's dunk low only. I put in for a couple pairs and landed a couple different pairs of the lime green, pink, and purple colorway of the dunk low. So it's a wild little Easter looking colorway kind of thing, but it's not bad. And I was shocked. There was 3 releases on Saturday, those 2 in the dunk, and I was shocked to hit 2 out of 3 of those. So I'm not going to complain too much this week. And but L meter to come. We're gonna talk up this episode right here, and next week's L meter might be a little bit different. I did not try too much for Easy Day. It was what it was on a Monday. So yeah, maybe next year. But we can jump right into what we do have on episode 57 of the Crease Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. My guy, you want to go first? You want me to go?
Go ahead, break us in.
All right, I got a little something. It's nothing too big. I've had this pair since 2015. I got these on my birthday in Austin. Shout out to Nice Kicks. You might know what this is already because you were there. The all gold Asics Gel Light 5. This is the it was like a champagne pack. They did a rose gold, and this was the all gold pair. So I've absolutely worn this shoe to death. I love this shoe very much. If you Casita has been with me at multiple trips to the Superdome where I'm wearing this shoe, so I wear this shoe often. I love this shoe. You can't. I don't know if you can see the insole here, but it is like champagne bubbles. So I love that about this shoe. Other than that, I mean, it is just all gold. You get like the mustard yellow gold on the tongue here on the nylon. I love that. Fat rope laces. I never really tie these shoes, which I'm sure you hate. But other than that, bro, this is my pair for the week. Asics Gel Light 5 Champagne Pack from 2015. Light is Light doing a lot on these.
For sure.
Yeah, I promise the sun does the same.
The sun. Super reflective pair, but I love that pair, man. It fits a personality, and I definitely feel like it fits yours. And
I love
you give that shoe life, man. So that's a good shoe.
My guy, appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely. Man, what do I got? Let me see.
That's part of the Crease Pod. What we got here?
I've done these already.
He's digging. What's he got?
I've probably done these already. Kentucky Blue, Game Royal, High Dunks from this year. Got these a couple weeks ago. No real like crazy buzz about these. But I do like the highs. I wish it was the same quality as that of the Michigan States, but they are not. But It's okay. Maybe I do plan on wearing this one day. Not, I'll just hold on to them for as long as possible. But it's a smooth green leather. Um, Nice woven sock liner, blue laces, white panels, blue overlays. Classic dunk.
Sure.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we talk about it often, like that white base with any other color is gonna smack. So it's a very popular shoe. I like it a lot. I think it's a cool one. Any major differences that you can point out between the qualities that are different, or just overall you can just feel a difference?
Yeah, you could just tell, like, even the shape of the toe box, like on this pair it's a little bit larger than that of the other pairs.
Mm,
The sock liner's not as thick. Like
interesting.
they're like little minor differences that you could tell that make the quality feel a little bit that of subpar of the other dunks.
Mm,
Um, I mean, I wear a size 12 through and through, but these look like a size 13. They feel like a size 13.
dang, that's a that's a boat floating in the mug.
But yeah, but you know, maybe over time, I will learn to appreciate them and
There we go.
I'll
There you go.
start.
You have Syracuse's? I feel like you have Syracuse's. Do you have them?
No Syracuse's, man. No
Okay,
Syracuse.
gotcha. Yeah, that's like the that's like the counterpart to that pair. I feel like that orange pair and the blue pair, they just like are counterparts for each other. So it might just be like the going back to like the old school when they first started rocking. Those are some of the first pairs, but very cool shoe, bro. I like that one a lot. The Nike Dunk High. So yeah, y'all let us know what y'all got down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from y'all. Every week, we want to see what y'all's kicks of the days are. So make sure, even on all your posts on Instagram, no matter what day of the week it is, whether it's a story, a feed, whatever you got, man, just hit us with the hashtag CreasePod, and we'll go ahead and feature you. We throw all kinds of people in the story all the time. Hit us up with your new pickups. You're pulling them out the vaults. We want to see them all. So, yeah, definitely show us your kicks of the day. We can get right into episode 57 of the Crease Podcast, getting into it. I think we didn't. I don't know if we started with him, but he's been popular on the Crease Pod lately. Houston native, Mr. Travis Scott. This isn't so much about him, more or less about his Jordan 1 release this past weekend, which was, uh, I don't want to use the phrase utter failure, but it was, is it along those lines, you'd say?
It it could have been better.
Could
It
have been
definitely
better.
could have been
Okay,
better.
that's fair. That's fair. So two users were able to, obviously, if you've been anywhere near the sneaker world, you notice that two users were able to round up around 100 pairs each of the possibly the sneaker of the year. They each got 100 pairs. There was Snapchats and screenshots of all this stuff. They posted it in Twitter threads, so it was really incredible. If you haven't checked it, definitely go see those screenshots and stuff. According to multiple sources, they used a bot to replicate 32,000 and 25,000 raffle entries. That is, was it 60, 70,000 raffle entries? Are you kidding me, man? That's obviously not fair. And I mean, we talk about bot combatants all the time, but like that is like clearly not even trying. So, but that was on the July 28th was the day when they dropped on the website. Everybody, you probably got into the raffle. I think we posted on the page and everything, but we do have another opportunity to get completely botted out on August 13th. Uh, this is via sneakers this time, so this will be for the low top model. I mean, is botting like the only way to even attempt to get these, or is it even worth like the feeling of I did it when you get them without the bot anymore, especially for a release like this?
Um, I personally still believe that getting anything off of manual and being successful off of that will
Mhm.
definitely have its perks. You'll always feel like
Yeah.
you did back in the day, just walking into a store and being able to pick it up like you wanted to.
More grateful.
Yeah, just almost right place, right time type of feeling whenever you check all the way out through an online process. Uh, but the fact that somebody's over here replicating themselves being there 32,000 times and then another person 25,000 times just takes away like the absolute thrill of actually wanting to buy sneakers, man. Like it really kills the odds for manual users, and it gives people actually no hope. Like you have to play with fire in order to compete with these people to, get the shoes that you want to get in a fair fashion, or just be able to fork up the money to buy a resale.
Yeah, I mean that's sad it's come to that, but yeah, that's absolutely what it's come to. We've been walking that idea up for the last year and a half since we've had this podcast. So here we are looking at the shoe of the year, and here it is happening again. So yeah, it's super unfortunate, and I mean, I'm gonna continue to cross my fingers for these lows, but considering they're the new favorite in the book right now, I mean, I don't know what our chances looking like.
Yeah, it's like you have to pray for the sneaker gods to bless you just one time, in order to say that you got what you want, and you better hope that it doesn't get inside the hands of somebody else who doesn't want them just to make a profit off of it.
Joe Herbert.
Sure, Herbert. Anyway, how do you feel about him? How do you feel about this rap? Yeah.
I mean, about the Botters, obviously, I'm sick about the Botters. I mean, that was just absolutely disgraceful. And I, do you feel like when that came out, was your thought like, oh, I'm pulling in for me? Should I go tell my brother so he could put one in? You know what I'm saying?
Uh, you know, not on these particular pairs because I wasn't like super excited.
Right.
I'm more excited about the lows, honestly. Uh, but when it comes to pairs like that, yeah, sometimes I will ask family and friends, "Hey, can you put in an extra
And
raffle
that,
entry?"
yeah, and I've done that before too. And my point was that like I don't get that feeling of like I feel like I cheated when I do that. You know what I'm saying? That feels like I went out of my way to get another person with the legit information to
Mhm.
try for me with their name. So I mean, whether it
Well, it's
she,
cheating.
yeah, I guess technically that's why I was asking the question. But like,
It doesn't make you any more right than anybody else, but I think at that rate, at
they're
like
paying for a bot to do
yeah,
it.
like to obscure the chances,
Mhm.
I don't think what you did tipped the scale in the same magnitude of what they did. So yeah,
It's definitely
nonetheless,
still, it's yeah.
cheating, but
My little sister's put in a size 12. I understand that's not for her. Yeah, like I get
yeah,
it. Yeah, but I mean, it's a fire shoe, and I mean, I'm also leaning more towards the lows, so I wasn't tripping about it as much as had this been the lows and this happened. I think the fuss would be out the door right now. But for what it is right now, I mean, it sucks. Missed the shoe of the year again.
I mean, I think it says a lot that one of the biggest entertainers of our day now is having issues with bot protection on their merchandise website. When you have these one-off retailers, or not even retailers, but these one-off boutique shops, like um man, who asked earlier, my favorite one was what color is an orange? Who did that one?
That was like, was it undefeated?
Oh man, no, it
No,
was
it was like undefeated or bodega or something.
yeah,
I remember that. Yeah,
yeah. What
that was
color?
a good. That was
Was
hilarious.
but yeah, what color is an orange? And
That was a good one.
yeah, doing that type of bot protection, that really helps. So
Yeah.
I would love to see that with a future, uh, you know, future online releases, because I think that's actually the the prefer not the preferred method, but the new method now.
Yeah.
It's looking like the only method now.
Right. Right.
Um, so I really hope that they can find a way to really tackle this bot protection
One day.
one day. Yeah. Well, earlier this week, we can report that Foot Locker, everybody's favorite sneaker conglomerate, acquired Atmos and WSS. Uh, excuse me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so so this is big because this is big because Foot Locker has, as big as they are now, they are tapping into a not only a geographic type of clientele where you're tapping into the Atmos brand, where Atmos is the biggest sneaker brand out there in Japan. They house 49 brick and mortar stores uh, all throughout the Far Asia, Japan, Pacific Island region, and and again they're also tapping into like a more of like a domestic brand where they are trying. So WSS is a sneaker retailing brand that works on a very kind of like a aisle kind of aisle store.
Mm,
Yeah,
yep.
it's an aisle store for sneakers. So and most of the time you can find them in like Latinx or Hispanic communities, and with Foot Locker actually closing all their Foot Action stores earlier this year, now taking over these other stores, it helps diversify not only their clientele but also their product mix.
Yep.
They're able to tap into these other markets where they can play with different price points of their inventory.
Yeah.
So excuse me, I feel like I was talking for a while.
No, you're
Uh,
good. What I was gonna say was that it kind of contradicts what we were saying that what I thought was gonna happen when Foot Locker. We talked about that was probably like 15, 20 episodes now. We talked about Foot Locker dropping Foot Action and all that, and we thought it was gonna be a consolidation thing.
mhm.
That we're gonna consolidate and focus on one thing. Whereas in the end of the day, we found out not only were they not consolidating, but they were expanding to other regions of the world. So it might have been in what you were saying, it might have been a getting out of a certain type of domestic and then into a different type of domestic and then getting completely into international waters, which Foot Locker obviously is all over the world, but Atmos being who they are overseas is such. I would say it's like an upscale streetwear luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't want to say luxury, but it's upscale streetwear undoubtedly, and it's top of the chain for sure. And so partnering with them, everybody else was late or they were holding out very well because they could have held up on their own forever. But joining with Foot Locker is going to help them a ton on the marketing and just getting out their side. Not that they really need it, but I think Foot Locker acquiring them is going to take Foot Locker to a little bit higher standard. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, even with WSS, like, and no disrespect to WSS at all. Like that's just part of the scheme to keep everything in the rolling, right? Like you got to have the little shit rolling while you got the big shit really popping.
Mhm. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, adding these two sneaker retailers under their belt, I think it really helps Foot Locker in the long run.
Yeah.
Well, just tapping into that Japanese market base with Atmos. Atmos has collaborated with some big time brands like Nike and Adidas, and being able to do like exclusive releases for that set region will really help a lot, and also drives their clientele to travel more. I think it'll make people want to. Now I feel a little bit more comfortable, going to Japan, knowing that I can find a Foot Locker out there.
Oh Lord. That was the last thing I was worried about. Like, I'm not
Oh
worried
no,
about going
no,
to Japan, but just like if I'm going out there, I'm not going to Foot Locker.
oh no, not Foot. Well, I mean, yeah, you're not rolling up there to Foot Locker. Yeah, I'm going to Babe. Like I'm
Going
going.
to Bay, I'm going to Kicks Lab. We about to turn up.
Yeah, I'm going a lot of different places. But
Here's a question though. I have a question for you. Is Could we see Atmos Foot Locker only releases?
that's what yeah, that's what I was trying to get to.
And
I have a feeling yes, they can have exclusive pairs for
and
that set region. Exclusive pairs for set Foot Lockers. I mean, right now, even Foot Locker is doing restocks with brand new Foot Locker openings.
mm,
They restock like the most recent Jordans and Nikes and
yeah.
Adidas, and
To get a collabor like this though, that's
But
to
yeah,
have like full, almost, I don't know, full rights, but like enough rights to be selling their stuff almost exclusively is that's tight for Foot Locker. That does intrigue me to walk into a Foot Locker here more. I'll tell you that.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Hopefully, that's a thing that they can do. Is like spread their stuff cross platform, uh cross region.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
yeah, you're 100% right.
So shout out to Foot Locker on that. Congratulations on the acquisition.
For real.
Up next, we got A Ma Maniere.
Mm,
They are showcasing their Air Jordan 1 High.
boy.
So this is still unconfirmed from the team. But from the renderings and the pictures that we can find online, we can see a white upper with a burgundy snakeskin swoosh around the ankle collar and a quilted inner liner. The brand name, excuse me, the brand name's on the tongue and on the Nike logo, and it's stitched on the side on the insole with the brand name insignia. Um, how do you feel about the shoe number one? And number two, we've noticed a quilted theme that goes along with Almond there. Do you think that that's their signature that they're aiming for, or do you think they can find something else to do as well?
Right. So I think my first thought on the shoe is that it's a fire shoe. I like the shoe a lot, even though it's all white. So that's yikes. But it is an all white upper. I'd say, like, I don't know if that's like super duper rough hard suede, or if that is like shaved leather or whatever that is on there. But it's like extremely rough looking, which it gives it a nice contrast when you get to like the velvety inner quilted inner lining. Like that looks really clean on it. Obviously, you get like the snake skin on it, like, which is pretty crazy. You get on the swoosh as well as around the ankle collar. So both of those are super hard. Like their past shoes, it looks luxurious. It looks a little bit better quality. Obviously, it looks better quality than all of your other GRs and stuff like that. So I think they did a good job again. When I first saw the pictures, I thought we could be looking at like a women's only situation here with the color scheme and the snakeskin, but I am 100% down to get it as a men's shoe as well. Um, we talked about the quilted because the three, the A Ma Maniere 3 that just came out recently, also had the quilted inner lining, and man, that to me that is just a fire look. So I mean, I think that would be something that you could continue to do on your shoes, and people look back at down the line once you're finished and be like, oh, that's what they're known for, and people wouldn't jock you if because then you'd be known for doing that too. So that'd be cool. So I like the shoe a lot. What do you think about it?
Um, I think it's a nice shoe.
Yeah,
I don't know, the deconstructed kind of like take down
yeah,
is not really my kind of cup of tea. Um, I can see that it does come from a place of high quality, but I just feel like it wouldn't stand the test of time,
that's fair.
with like repetitive wear.
Mm,
So yeah,
mm.
and I'm somebody who is keen on wearing their shoes a lot. So you go to one wine mixer and I think like this thing is cooked.
Cook a wine mixer.
Right?
I
Little wine tasting parties.
feel you. I feel you. That's
The season's coming up, man. You
yeah,
never.
we're Jays only with suits from now on. So we've been over this.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But that's going to be it for Fresh Out the Box on episode 57 of the Crease Podcast. We jump right into order confirmed. This is a couple items from the last few weeks. We're going to jump back and just kind of give you all a recap on some stuff we haven't talked about yet. So the first thing this week is ACG. Nike's ACG makes a return. Air Mowabb OGs, the Birch colorway, which are on your sneakers app right now, came out on, are they were on your app on the 3rd for $160 via sneakers. So if you got those, congratulations. It's a super fire remake of the shoe. Obviously, it has a beige, if you haven't seen these before, there's a beige upper with a derived all kinds of mixed materials across the upper. Obviously, you get a hyper royal neoprene booty in the liner. It's a hyper royal neoprene booty liner. It is fire, and you just stuck right in it every time you put it on. Love those. It's lined in the bright mandarin colorway. It's got gray speckled midsole, black and orange heel counter. Hard to beat, hard to beat. So you get the 30th anniversary, 30-year anniversary as part of the ACG line is designed by Tinker Hatfield, as we are all aware, and inspired this time in his time in Moab, Utah. So the fun fact about this one is the first shoe with a speckled midsole for the swoosh. That's what's up. That is what's up. Because I was always a big fan of this colorway in this color scheme. I was also always a huge fan of speckle, and I wasn't 100% aware of that fact before this episode. So that's what's up. What do you think about the shoe?
I like this shoe. It's very unique. It does drive people outside. Um, I love the ACG line. You know, they did it. They are also responsible. They birthed the Harachis as well, which is a long time running classic shoe. Um, I mean, I'm sure that they would want more success out of the ACG line. Um, you know, there's a few of them where like the Kahar lows, like those ladies' boots, the Luhars. So I'm sure they don't care too much
Yeah,
how this shoe does, but I think this shoe's a knock out the park. I love this. It's a very unique looking shoe and it brings a lot of character to whoever wears it.
yeah, no, I 100% agree. And they can look as this is just one of those shoes for me. They can look as like hiker as you want to make them. At the end of the day, I feel like these same shoes can be rocked with a fit. And I've seen people at vintage festivals with shoes like these
Hmm.
and pulling them off with the fit at the same time, right? So they did a fantastic job on this colorway. And shout out to Tinker for the 30th anniversary on that one. So big shout out to him. We can move on to the second one for order confirmed. On the 30th, July 30th, for $130, we saw an Asics collab with Nice Kicks on the Gel Light 3. This was the Nice Cream pair, but this shoe was super fire. I wish we would have told y'all about this one before, but y'all were already all on it. But this celebrates National Ice Cream Day, which was on the 30th. This had like a Neapolitan theme throughout it. So we went with the vanilla strawberry chocolate theme on the mixed colors. You see brown, you see pink, you see creams throughout the entire upper. It also has, as we just talked about, this one also has a speckled midsole. So I'm sold on that one. But this has cherries on the inside, on the hang tag, as well as on the insole. So just some nice little, little detailing there, little sprinkles on top for your nice cream pair. So I think they're pretty dope. I think it's a nice little summer colorway just to round out the rest of the season here. But what do you think about the Nice Kicks A6 Gel Light 3 Nice Cream collab?
Excellent, excellent pair. I think they hit the theme on the head very well.
So yeah,
Um, yeah, man, they got all the ice cream flavors. It looks like a Neapolitan type of mixtures of flavors.
mm-hmm.
I think
Am I
very
missing the
exciting
teal? Am
fire.
I missing why there's teal on there?
Say it again.
Why am I missing? Why is there teal laces and an outsole on this?
I'm.
Is it mint?
It could be mint.
They thought it was gonna be
Now,
mint, like in a little mint, like a little hints of mint. So yeah, we didn't say this a minute ago, but the laces and the outsole are like light blue, like almost a teal color. So it like really does give it some pop. It really like shines on the shoe, especially the outsole. But my first thought was just like, why? Like, what is that? Why is that on the Neapolitan shoe? So, I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't change my opinion too much. I still think they're super fire. But I think you could have slapped like a brown outsole on this and been just fine.
I mean, nice kicks have come harder on better shoes.
Oh yeah,
So
sure.
but I still think that this pair is very very well executed. They did very well.
Absolutely. So, yeah, if y'all got those, any of these shoes, make sure you hit us up. You know where to hit us. Hashtag CreasePod on all your social media. We got one more for order confirmed. You want to bring us in on these?
Yeah, absolutely. This comes straight out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. This is
Hey.
PUMA, with J. Cole on the Dreamer 2.
Mhm.
There's two pairs that dropped, the Dream, excuse me, the Blue Dream and the White Joints. With the Blue Dream, it's a all royal blue. They actually call it Puma Royal. So it's a Puma Royal upper with a black outsole. And then with the white joints, this reminds me of K Swiss so much. It's an all white upper with a gum outsole. Man, that's one of my favorite color combinations.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
Really
one of
like
my
that
favorite
shit.
colorways ever. Yeah, white with the gum outsoles.
Golly.
Yeah. But I don't know about on
How
this
do you like how do you like Blue Dream?
Say it again.
How do you like Blue Dream?
Blue Dream. Out of the two, I would take Blue Dream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were just saying the opposite.
Yeah.
I thought you were just
I
saying
I just think it's a little bit too much. It's too much gum for me. Too much of a gum outsole for me on the white joints.
yeah. We talked about how I mean not quite as much outsole as the Jaden Smith we talked about last week. Make sure y'all go back and check out episode 56. But there is a large outsole on this shoe. I do want to try a pair of these on. I want to hoop in them, and I really want to see what they're about. I haven't found a colorway on a release day that I've been able to come up on that I want. But I do think these Blue Dreams also for me, I would not be mad at these white joints, and I love that they're just called white joints with a Z on the end. That's super fire that he just can do whatever he wants and he rolls with it. And I just feel like, bro, like I'm only gonna take these to the court, and that shoe is gonna get murdered.
Oh yeah.
I had some all white Kyries, bro, and that was the only pair of white all white basketball shoes all everywhere, bro. I learned my lesson the hard way. Even indoors, bro, people just stepping on you and stuff. They're just not worth it. Not worth it. For a fashion statement, by all means, but if you're hooping in them, bro, that all white is tough.
Oh, it's very tough. Yeah. I had Paul George's that just got
Yeah,
demolished.
right. Yeah.
One run. So
Damn.
yeah, I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. Uh, but that wraps up order confirmed. That's everything that dropped last week. Up next, we got tracking order. This is everything to anticipate for the week of, excuse me, for the remainder of the week.
Yeah, right.
Coming up first, coming up first, we have the women's drop with New Balance. This is a collaboration with Bandier. This is the Move Her World pack. This dropped on the 5th of August. Happy August, by the way. We are in a brand new month. This drops August 5th for $130 each. It's a two pack consisting of the New Balance 327 and 5740. It just seems to be a popular two piece
Yep.
combo. But with the 327, it's the outline of the New Balance logo is in a darker pink color, and it sits on top of a beige upper. The 5740 has a white upper with a pink, purple, and yellow detailing throughout the upper, and both of them have dark gum soles. So Bandier is a fashion meets fitness brand based out of New York that's started by none other by Jennifer Bandier in 2014.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, this is a pretty fire collab. I think they did a really good job on these. I think is a women's only pack, so I don't expect to get your hands on these if you're anywhere near our sizes. But the Move Her World pack, I think they did a really clean, subtle job on these, especially the 327. I think I prefer the 327 out of this pack. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. I like the just the subtleness of it. To be completely honest with you, I like the all beige body. Even the New Balance logo on the side is beige. It's just outlined in that pink color that like it's like a pinkish purple. I don't want to say magenta and be like completely wrong, but it feels like something like that. And it's a really cool color. And then the outsole, that dark gum outsole, the dark gum outsole on both of them, but on the cream pair, it just looks like it rides, bro. So I think they did a really good job. I think the ladies have a nice pack to look forward to on the 5th here to what's that, tomorrow morning. Got to make sure y'all are there for 130 each for both pairs. But what do you think about the pack?
Um, the 327, I think, looks better,
Yeah,
but I like the 5740 as a better shoe. I think it's a better shoe in my opinion. But shout out New Balance, allowing other people to collab as well. They've been
Yeah.
having a hell of a year. And they're touching all bases. They're letting the women collab as well. So this is a perfect women's drop. I think it's coming at a perfect time of the year as well.
Yeah, man. And like, I don't want to, I'm not dogging her at all. I think it's incredible that she got one. And the fact that she started her business in 2014, which really, if you think about it, wasn't that long ago. It's only 7 years. She's really had a business that she founded, and she has her own New Balance collab. Like that's a dream come true. And like big shout out to her for getting to that level so fast. And this what is fashion meets fitness. That's she's doing it, man. She's about to put Fashion Nova out of business.
Oh no. Hopefully she can collab with them too.
Okay, oh there you go. There you go. Something like that, even though that doesn't feel right. We can move on to the next one. Our second shoe in tracking order is going to be the Adidas NMD Human Race. We got the NERD collab for their 20th anniversary. These come out on the 6th, which is going to be Friday, for the average price of 220 for your favorite Pharrell Adidas. But this is for this is for these are in inspiration of the 20th anniversary of their debut album, of the group's album. In Search of was the name of the album. So big shout out to them. 20 years later, still going hard. Pharrell still we still talk about Pharrell like every other week. So big shout out to the whole crew and getting this 20th anniversary Adidas. But the shoe in particular is an all cream upper again. This one's gonna have the white lettering, the NERD letters down the front of them. Super fire. It's got a salmon inner lining and a teal heel tab. On the heel tab, you're going to get the 20th anniversary little logo for the crew. Other than that, there's a light blue outsole, which gives you some real pop, considering it's literally all cream and white on the body. The inner lining's one color, the heel tab's one color, and the outsole's one bright color. So it's a really interesting shoe to look at. You obviously, when you're wearing the shoe, don't get to see the inner lining too much, but overall, I think it's a really clean pair. They've put out some very similar things without the extra colors on them, but with the NERD on them and everything. And 20th anniversary is hard to beat. So, what do you think about this pair?
Excuse me. Of course, we know how many pairs Adidas and Pharrell has done. Like he just said, these look similar to something that they've probably done in the past. Um, I like them. I think they pay a little bit more attention whenever they do the NERD ones, versus just like the Pharrell Human Race joints.
Mhm.
Uh, in Search of is also a fire album, some timeless classics, and Rockstar, Lap Dance. Those are like some of the top, songs that I think about whenever I hear In Search of. So it's a pretty dope album. And I think Adidas really touch base pretty well on this as well.
Mhm.
With this NMD, I don't even like NMDs personally. I
Yeah, same.
don't like NMDs. I don't like NMDs, but I think these look very good. So,
And it hurts for 220 too on some NMDs. Like that is just like
yeah.
yikes. Yeah, for a collab, for this collab, this is one of those rare ones. There's maybe like two or three a year that I like really think about now, because you're right. I mean, he's flooded this, he's oversaturated the market, unfortunately, with different colorways of the shoe, and rightfully so, because they continue to sell out. But
Mhm.
uh, yeah, I mean, this is a great shoe. It's going to go crazy. Looking forward to that Friday, the 6th, August 6th, for $220. Make sure you're on your confirmed app and go get those. So get into our last pair of the day.
Mhm.
Last one of the week for this week. This is going to be on the 10th, August 10th, for 120. It's also a pack. There's two pairs here. This is going to be the Nike Dunk High first use. So we have two different pairs here, like I mentioned. One pair is an all red pair with white detailing. The other one is completely cream with green detailing.
Mhm.
So it's a very interesting two pack. The name First Use comes from the Nike sportswear line. They've been using this on collections and whatnot, so they have a few different pieces already. They've been had pieces with the First Use on it and everything. They're really bringing it to light now with this dunk pack. So the words First Use, June 18th, 1971, read right underneath the swoosh on both pairs. This was actually when the actual swoosh logo, designed by Carolyn Davidson, was actually put into use. Was June 18th, 1971. So it's pretty cool. Like just kind of commemorating the brand and going back and like really reliving some stuff. I guess that's what happens when you put out everything, all your ideas, and you got to kind of go back and relive the good days. But this is where they're at right now. I think it's a pretty decent concept. I like the shoes. I like the green pair in particular. I don't like the red pair too much. The cream, like the gray, it's like a grayish. I want to say a little bit more than a cream on the upper. It's like a very very light gray though. It's almost a white. But other than that, you also get a gold metallic swoosh that's like pinned onto the laces in the very front. The old school Nike sportswear logo on the tongue as well. So it's kind of a nostalgic kind of looking shoe, but you also get a gold blinging like gold swoosh on the front of the laces too. So it's a wild collab. I think it looks pretty cool. It's fairly a basic shoe. But what do you think about this pack?
Uh, hmm. So this is like a second attempt at trying to do like the schematic blueprint type of
Mhm.
release type of deal for Nike. A couple years ago, they did this on the Air Max One. With the Tinker inspired sketch.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sketches. Yeah.
So I can see where they're getting the inspiration, drawing the inspiration from themselves. The red pair, I think the red is a little bit overwhelming. Yeah, they could have toned that down. It's more like an ox blood kind of color. Nothing completely wrong with it, but I just think it's just a little bit overwhelming. The cream pair does look a little bit more manageable. Um, um, but I think it's cool that they, incorporate some of their history into their shoes as they do on countless of other pairs. But this pair definitely also fits that same bill. And coming with that gold debris as well, I think it's a nice touch too on the
Yeah.
laces,
Yeah.
making it look a little bit classier, a little bit fancier. Um, it could be you can take it either as wear it now or make it a trophy room type of deal.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. It's a nice little swaggy accessory you get with it. So that's really cool. But shout out to Nike on the 10th. You get both of those shoes. So make sure you're tuned into your app. If not, I was going to say tuned into your sneakers app, but where you actually need to be tuned into is the Crease podcast. So make sure you're following on there. Otherwise, my man, this has been episode 57. I'm very happy to get here to the end of it with you. It was a really good episode. I like this one. We talked about a lot of cool stuff. We threw in a little dunk at the end there. Had to get a dunk in, but yeah, man.
We were on the dunk strike for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. We've been trying to mix it up a little bit. We wanted to stay away from night or not stay away, but mix it up. We want to give you a lot of stuff, and then we've been big on New Balance recently. I feel like so. Well, I feel like we've been getting a good variety, so I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with it.
Y'all see it too. So we ain't
Yeah,
gotta talk about it all the time. Y'all see it too. So yeah, this has been episode 57 of the Creeps Podcast. If you made it to this episode, if you made it to this portion of the episode, we appreciate you. We love you. We could not do this without you. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, share. Put this in the face of new people. We appreciate all the love and support along the way. Um, Trey, that was it, huh? Right? Got anything?
that's it, my man. No, appreciate it. Appreciate y'all tuning in to episode 57. Thanks again. Go cop your Cormotes merch right now. Cormotes.com.
Foremost.com, link in bio. Uh, all right, and like always, ain't no half stepping around here, so we'll catch y'all for episode 58. Till then, peace.
Peace.